Hi, Nursing 6 through 13 students. This is Dr. Amy Piantek here. I just wanted to give you a brief orientation about this course. It is a little bit different than the courses that you have taken in the past with your MSN. This course is independently run, which means there are no discussion boards, there's no weekly modules, there's basically assignment checkpoints that you will be using throughout this course. So I wanted to get started in the Let's Get Started tab, and there's some important information I'd like for you to read about regarding the expectations of the course, and particularly with the IRB process. There is the Scholarly Project Guide, and for those of you who I have previously sent the guide to, if you have emailed me requesting the guide, this actually changed December of 2018, so very currently, and I want you to make sure that you review the new guide as things have changed, not dramatically, but gives a little bit more explanation on how to do things and timelines and that sort of thing. So please make sure that you are following the new revised Scholarly Project Guide as you write your scholarly project. The syllabus is found here as well, the final paper rubric. So at the end of this course, your scholarly project will be graded, and it will be graded based on this rubric. The last two items are the IRB template and checklist, as well as exemplar documents. So the IRB checklist is a document that all aspects within this checklist need to be checked off before submitting to IRB, and you must complete this IRB form. Now, both the checklist and the IRB review board form need to be submitted in this course, and I need to review it and give you the green light before you can actually submit to your IRB. The exemplar documents, that's basically the approval letter. So if our IRB at McKendree says we need an approval letter from your institution indicating that either you did not need IRB or there is no IRB that meets, but your project is approved, this is an example letter that perhaps your facility could use just to expedite the process a little bit, that they don't have to formulate their own. But oftentimes they will have their own. But if they ask you if it's a small institution, for example, and they just really don't know where to start with things, you can certainly provide this sample letter to them, and they can pretty much just fill in the blanks. The informed consent is important anytime you're working with human subjects or participants in your study, so you will need to use an informed consent letter, as well as a debriefing. And the debrief is really important with IRB, because it stipulates how you're going to address any psychological or physical issues that could happen with your study or your project. And it also provides your participants information on where they can get more information or how they can contact you. So again, the IRB checklist and the institutional review board form needs to be okayed and verified by me first before you submit to IRB. So let's go ahead and get into the assignments. And this is a tab where you will find all the assignment drop boxes, as well as the timeline. So chapters 1 and 2, that is due January 31st, 2019. The informed consent and debriefing documents, the IRB template form, these both are due February 15th. Once you have IRB approval, or if you've been exempt, because of the common rule, which actually takes effect January of 2019, then you're free to begin your research or implementing your project. So as soon as you have that approval from IRB or that exemption, then from both McKendree as well as your institution, go ahead and get started on that research component. And as we go through this course, we'll be checking in with each other. So, as soon as that happens, I'm alerted of it, you're alerted of it, and then we can just, say it's safe to say, go ahead and move forward with your project and conducting your research or doing your project, implementing your project. So then once you've implemented your project, you're going to be thinking about the end product of your paper. Chapters 3 and 4, that draft is due March 15th. the complete paper draft is due April 1st, and your scholarly project, this is after the draft has been submitted and I give you feedback and you make revisions or corrections based on that feedback, then you have the finished product, the final product, and that is actually due no later than May 1st. Additionally, May 9th is where I need everyone to have their MSN survey completed. I cannot actually post your grade until the survey is completed. So right around May 1st, when you submit your scholarly project, just go right ahead into submitting or completing the survey. And this survey basically is all encompassing of the program itself. It's not the course evaluation. So you'll have two surveys really that you'll be taking at the end of this semester. And that is this here, the MSN survey. And then if you go up here to the course evaluation, that's the course evaluations that you're accustomed to taking that's specific to me as your instructor, as well as the course itself. Okay, so I hope this answers all of your questions. I'm sure you probably do have questions, and that's totally fine. The instructor tab has my contact information, and like I said, we don't have a discussion board for this course, so there's no questions for the instructor. So if you have questions, don't hesitate to email me. I have my email here. If you need to meet face-to-face and we live nearby, we can certainly do that. Or if you want to meet through Zoom or FaceTime for a more virtual meeting, that is fine to do as well. Again, if you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to contact me, and we'll talk soon. Thank you.